I am your voice. So to every parent who dreams for their child, and every child who dreams for their future, I say these words to you tonight. I am with you, I will fight for you, and I will win for you.
Donald Trump, a name that resonates across the globe, from skyscrapers in Manhattan to the corridors of the White House. Trump has carved a path that is as controversial as it is remarkable. Born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York, Donald Trump was the fourth of five children in the Trump family. His father, Fred Trump, was a highly successful real estate developer, while his mother, Mary Annie, was a Scottish immigrant. As a teenager, Donald's parents sent him to the New York Military Academy, hoping the discipline will channel his energy. In there, young Trump demonstrated the leadership skills, excelling as a captain, while also nurturing an early ambition for greatness. After high school, Trump attended Fordham University, but later transferred to the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. Graduating in 1968 with a degree in economics, it was here that Donald began to dream bigger, beyond the family business. Donald Trump entered the real estate world by joining his father's business, the Trump Organization, which primarily focused on middle-income housing in Brooklyn and Queens. But Donald had loftier ambitions. He envisioned Manhattan, the empire center of power, wealth, and prestige, as his playground. In the 1970s and 80s, Trump spearheaded projects that transformed the Manhattan skyline. Among his most notable achievements were the Grand Hyatt Hotel, Trump Tower, and later, Trump Plaza. His knack for branding was unparalleled, turning the Trump name into a symbol of luxury and success. With property expanding beyond New York, Trump ventured into Atlantic City's casino industry, with properties like the Trump Taj Mahal and Trump Plaza Hotel. However, these ventures weren't without controversies, as some ended in financial difficulties and bankruptcy filings.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump. That's not going to happen.
Donald Trump will not become president.
When Donald Trump announced his candidacy on June 16, 2015, the political world was skeptical. Many dismissed it as a publicity stunt or a vanity project. With no prior political experience and a reputation as a brash real estate mogul and reality TV star, Trump was considered an outsider in the Republican Party. Analysts were quickly to dismiss Trump's chances. His campaign was marked by inflammatory rhetoric, including his remarks about immigration, labeling Mexicans as criminals, and his promise to build a wall along the US-Mexico border. Yet, these very remarks resonate with a significant portion of voters who felt left behind by the political establishment. Despite the controversies surrounding his rhetoric and personal attacks on rivals, Trump's message of draining the swamp in Washington gained traction. His bold and unapologetic style set him apart in a crowded Republican primary field, where he defeated seasoned politicians like Jeb Bush and Ted Cruz. Trump's rallies became a phenomenon, drawing thousands of supporters who were energized by his promises to restore jobs, renegotiate trade deals, and put America first. However, his campaign was repeatedly criticized for its divisive tone, including his comments about Muslims, which led to widespread protests.
Can fact check him in real time. Last time at the first debate, we had millions of people fact checking, so I expect we'll have millions more fact checking because it's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton. Go to the fact checkers. Get to work.
I will release my tax returns against my lawyer's wishes when she releases her 33,000 emails that have been deleted. As soon as she releases them, I will release my tax returns, and that's against my lawyers. They say don't do it.
Well, I think you've just seen another example of bait and switch here. So you've got to ask yourself, why won't he release his tax returns? And I think there may be a couple of reasons. First, maybe he's not as rich as he says he is. Second, maybe he's not as charitable as he claims to be. Or maybe he doesn't want the American people, all of you watching tonight, to know that he's paid nothing in federal taxes, because the only years that anybody's ever seen were a couple of years when he had to turn them over to state authorities when he was trying to get a casino license, and they showed he didn't pay any federal income tax. So he has a long record of engaging in racist behavior. And the birther lie was a very hurtful one. You know, Barack Obama is a man of great dignity, and I could tell how much it bothered him and annoyed him that this was being touted and used against him.
First of all, I got to watch, in preparing for this, some of your debates against Barack Obama. You treated him with terrible disrespect. And I watched the way you talk now about how lovely everything is and how wonderful you are. It doesn't work that way. So when you try to act holier than thou, it really doesn't work. It really doesn't.
You had supported the war in Iraq before the invasion. What makes your...
I did not support the war in Iraq.
2002.
That is a mainstream media nonsense put out by her, because she, frankly, I think the best person in her campaign is mainstream media.
My question is, since
in the general election, Trump faced off against Hillary Clinton, a former First Lady and Secretary of State. The campaign was contentious, with both candidates accusing each other of corruption and dishonesty. Trump's rallies continued to draw massive crowds, while Clinton's campaign focused on his lack of experience and controversial statements. Against all odds, Donald Trump won the election, securing the Electoral College despite losing the popular vote by nearly 3 million votes. His victory shocked the political establishment and sparked debates about the role of rural and working-class voters in shaping the election outcome.